You have already been told that I work with women and children. I was actually not aware that this was going to be anything to do with me, but anyway, my name is Anitha Sen. I'm married to Swaranjit Sen. We have 4 children, 2 girls and 2 boys. The eldest daughter is in the civil services, posted in Chandigarh. The second one is married here in America. The eldest son is with an Australian bank, and the youngest son lives with us. That's why we have 4 children, so that somebody is with us. Why do I work with children? Because I think that all over India, especially, the girl child is not given a fair deal at all. It is getting better, but in the villages and elsewhere, I think everyone still prefers a boy. And that is very sad for me. So I had started Precious Moments to work with girl babies especially, you know, saving as many as possible. Then Chandrababu Naidu closed down all orphanages in Andhra Pradesh, and I don't know what's happening to all those children now. But I have now joined hands with Pastor Matthew's organization, which is doing amazing work. We are hand in glove now. We take children from the age of 2.5 onwards, and the main goal is to do as much as possible for the girl child, for women in distress, for rape victims, for widows. Widows is a very big project of ours. Every month we give widows what we call a care package of, you know, rice and dal and sugar and the sari and medication and all. So we are in a position where we are helping a lot of women and children. I also have 9 police hospitals that I'm supposed to be taking care of. I started the first one in Kurnool in 1980 because I had a disagreement with the doctor of the general hospital who would not treat the constables' families properly. And he said, let them go and get their medicines outside and get reimbursement, and he would make them wait the whole day. So I said, okay, I'll start something, they won't come to your hospital at all. So I asked my husband to gather the men. There were 1,800 of them. And I talked to them, I said, look, I know what problems you're having. So I'm going to ask you for 2 rupees a month each. And I will start a clinic and a hospital, and you won't have to go to general hospital at all. So they said, Amma, kya 2 rupees, 5 rupees dene ko tayar hai. So they gave that, and we started the first one. And the Director General of Police was Mr. Anand Ram at the time. He was so impressed, he said, okay, Mr. Sen, how much money do you need to start some more? And let's start some more of these clinics and all. So we started in Nandyal and Adoni. Kurnool is my heart. I love that place. So, apart from Hyderabad now, where we are settled and my children are, if I had a choice anywhere in the world, I would live in Kurnool. Definitely. And we are also very closely associated with a lot of the villages in Kurnool. I still work in those villages. We put lighting, we've done a lot, you know, bore wells, and there's a village called Belagal. They've got a lake. The water is never released to the lake, so it's a fight with the government to 24 hours. If they allow the water to go, they have water for crops for 11 months. So that's a constant fight. So we do all that kind of thing. So yeah, this is the kind of work that I do, and right now I'm very closely involved with the school and all the children. We have till class 10. We are planning to have a +2, and then we want a university so that the children can study all throughout with us. The special emphasis is on women and will continue to be till there's some kind of breakthrough in India, until the girl child is accepted as wholeheartedly as the boy. So that's where I'm coming from. Marrying into a police family, marrying a policeman is not very easy. My children have changed 13 schools. We were posted out of places every few months because there would be some problem with some MLA or MP, and he'd say, I'm moving you to Guntur, and then from Guntur I'm moving you to... He said, sir, you move me anywhere you like, we are anyway from Delhi, so do what you want. Today it would have been different, because if someone said we are moving you out of Hyderabad, we would not go. So, my whole family is in Delhi, and they were very surprised and bothered at one stage when we were the only ones who came away. But we are the only lucky ones now. They are in that stuck in Delhi with the congestion and all, and we are having a nice time in Andhra Pradesh. So, also a little thing, you know, Mr. Sen had taught the course at the academy, which was then in Mount Abu, and the three people who top it get their choice. His choice was Delhi, because that's all he knew. And when he was not given Delhi, because there was only one vacancy and it went to someone else, he got Andhra Pradesh. They started with A, and he got Andhra Pradesh. I was with my parents in Bombay, and my Rakhi brother called me and said, you know, he's been locked in his room for 2 days, he's not come out, he's not eaten, you better come. So I went there, and he said, why have you come and all? I said, because I want to congratulate you. Imagine getting Andhra Pradesh and then not eating. This is ridiculous. So I told him, you have the best state in the country, God has blessed you, let's just go. So he said, I thought you would be upset. Why would I be upset? You know, let's go. So that's how we are in Andhra Pradesh, and I've settled down there. We aren't going anywhere now. In fact, he was offered governorship of a northeast state, and we refused it. So we don't want to go. We don't want to leave Andhra Pradesh anymore. So this state is blessed by the Almighty, and I think YSR was a very special son of God, and he brought the state forward so well. We actually idolized him, you know, to such an extent that we are still unable to come to terms with his death even now. Very often my husband says, I should say, and then he stops because he's not there. And I don't know if this is now when I'm supposed to continue to talk about this, or... Yes. Yeah? Okay. But before this, I want to tell you one thing. This is just a little thing about the police, because we are involved with the police. There was this constable who was on the verge of retirement, and he had never done anything in his life. And his bosses were saying, "Kya retire hone wale ho? Aaj tak ek chor ko bhi nahi pakda. Kya kar rahe ho tum?" So he said, "Karta hu ji, karta hu na." Anyway, he was walking down the street and he saw this thief snatch a woman's purse. So he chased him and he grabbed the purse and he said to the thief, "Chalo, ab main bataunga apne inspector साहब को कि retirement के 2-4 दिन पहले मैंने क्या किया है, पर्स में पता नहीं कितना पैसा है and all that." So he started pulling him along, and this chap kept saying, "Saab, maaf kar do saab, maaf kar do, chhod do na saab, chhod do." "Nahi, nahi, 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 tum andar jayega, pakka andar jayega tum to." So anyway, he took him, and then this thief said, "Sir, wo samne dekh rahe ho aap? वहाँ थोड़ा राइट साइड में एक पान बीड़ा का दुकान है, मेरे को 1 मिनट के लिए छोड़ दो, मैं जाके एक पान पेठा खाऊंगा, उसके बाद जेल तो जाना ही है, उधर पान पेठा तो मिलेगा नहीं, मेरे को 1 मिनट के लिए छोड़ दो. So he thinks and he says, मेरे को बेवकूफ समझ रखा है ना तुमने, तुम इधर ठहरो, मैं जाके लाता हूँ पान पेठा. Okay, more serious things. YSJ. Remember these initials because he's coming. And he's going to change the face of Andhra Pradesh. He is going to be so fantastic because he is fantastic. I have known him for many, many years, and the way he has managed, the way he has taken his father's death, the way, and that was so sudden. It's not even like, you know, sometimes if someone is sick, you almost expect something. But this was, I mean, if it's affected us so much, how much more would it affect his only son? And they were left and are still rudderless because they have, YSR Garu has died, Jagan is in jail, they have frozen their bank accounts, they have kept him there for, this is the 16th month, there's nobody who is giving him any justice. They have tried everything. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to garner some support and tell you all that, you know, the ball is in your court. You can help him. You can help him. And he has to come out. I'm not saying he should not go through whatever the judicial process is. If they say he's done something wrong, he will be punished. But at this point of time, all they're doing is, every time a bail hearing comes up, the CBI puts in another charge sheet and they don't let him go. And on very, very flimsy grounds, it is completely against justice, completely, because in 90 days he had to come out, and you know how many months it's been. It's been 16 months. So this is not acceptable. They've said so many things, and Bharti, she was explaining to me one day, she said, Auntie, they've said so many things about him, and that's for them to now you know, prove or whatever. But she was explaining, and it was so simple when she explained it. She said, if you want to start a business of 50 lakhs, say, and you have only 25, what will you do? I said, I'll put it out there and see who would like to come and support. So exactly, that's what happened. Nobody who's invested in his companies has complained. They've all done well, yet they've been interrogated, yet they've been jailed, yet they've been troubled so much just for going into business. So many of you here are in business, and I mean, can you just imagine what they're going through right now? So, it's very difficult for me because for me it's very emotional. He is like a child, he's like a family member. We have known him for years, and my husband says that it is his duty to take care of YSR son, because he was DG when YSR was there, and together they were a formidable team. I mean, they did great work. Every village in Andhra Pradesh, every villager in Andhra Pradesh benefited during his time with so many different schemes, and all that just stopped. It's just like Andhra Pradesh has stopped. I won't even say going backwards, there's nothing happening. The files, they had 60,000 files. I mean, I'm not getting into that. I'm not into politics. I'm only interested in YSR's family. I'm interested to see Jagan comes out, can be with his children, whom he's worried about, and can do something for the state. He does not need to do anything wrong. He has it all. He has name, he has fame, he has money, he has everything. He wants to serve. I've been to Chanchalguda. I've met him. He is very strong, and he just said, in God's time, I will be out, and I just want to serve the people. That's all. So, at this moment I would like to thank Mr. Sridhar Reddy for organizing this and you all for coming. And I also have with me, I'm privileged to have with me Pastor Matthew, because not only is he a Telugu and speaks the language and helps me out, but he is also a great fan of the family, a great friend of the family, and in his whole area he is, explaining about Jagan, and it's just a question of time. I'll give you a small example. Pastor Matthew's building, school building, is still uninaugurated because we had said YSR would do it, he died. We said Jagan will do it, he's in Chandragupta. So I told him it will remain like this till you come out and inaugurate it. I don't care if you're a CM, I don't care if you're nothing, I want you to inaugurate the building. So he's promised that, so as soon as he comes out, I'll give him a week or 10 days and then say, okay, now give me a date so that we can inaugurate our building. So basically this is it. It will be thrown open for questions, but first I'd like to ask Pastor Matthew to come here, and he's got a few ideas. He can tell you how you could perhaps help Jagan also.